we're going to be doing a wire wrap to make these gorgeous zipper charms. Look at that stunning bead. Is it not the most beautiful bead you've ever seen? These will look lovely on any handbag or makeup bag or whatever you've got with a zipper. Who wouldn't want one of those hanging off the end? Going to be using some different size wire to do a wire wrap at the top and the bottom here, and then we've got some really nice dangles hanging off the ends. I'm going to be showing you the gold and the silver. To get started, you will need your selection of beads. I'm going to be making two today, one in the gold and one in the silver. I'm going to be using two different types of jewellery wire. So I've got one that is quite thin and it's a 24 gauge wire in the gold, and I've got one that is thicker, so it's a 20 gauge silver wire. So the smaller the gauge number, the thicker the wire. And for the gold, I'm going to be doubling that up. So I'm going to be cutting two strands to the same length and then wrapping that around twice to give that more strength. It's best to try and find a jewellery wire that is tarnish resistant. For the tools, you'll need your flat nose pliers, your round nose pliers, and your flush cutters, and a ruler. And of course, you'll need your lobster clasps as well, which will attach to your zipper. So I'm going to be using these two small ones here, but you can use a much bigger one if you prefer. And then for the dangles, we've got some different options here. So I'm going to show you a few different options. We've got some charms that you can attach, some ribbon, and some chain. So I'm going to be remaking this one here, but I'll be making it in the silver colour. But instead of putting the charm on the end here, we're going to be putting a chain on the end, but we'll also show you how you can attach that as well. So to get started, we're just going to measure some wire. You can really cut it to whatever length you want to work with, but I like to make sure that I've got 3.5 centimetres at each end for the wire wrapping and the hoop, and then whatever space you need in between. Give myself a bit of an excess, so I'm going to cut this to 12 centimetres. So we're going to be doing this part first. We're going to be making this loop, attaching the lobster clasp, and then wire wrapping to close up that hoop, and then we'll attach the beads. So I like to give myself 3.5 centimetres. Just going to place my flat nose pliers on the wire and bend it to about 45 degrees. So you should have something that looks like that. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to place my pliers up against that fold like this. So your hoop size will be dependent on where you place your wire on these pliers. So the further up you go, the bigger the hoop. The further down you go, the smaller the hoop. So I'm going to make mine about here. And I'm just going to start folding this wire around the pliers until I can't move that anymore. So to about there, it should look like this. And now I'm just going to keep in hold of the wire. I'm going to turn my pliers like this. So they're now facing up the top. And then I'm going to continue to just bend that wire around the round nose pliers until that wire is coming out the side. Like this. And now I can take that off and I've got my hoop. And we're going to pop our lobster clasp on. You might just need to lift that up a little bit. Then close that back down again. Using my pliers again, my flat nose pliers, I'm going to hold on to that hoop and I'm just going to twist that wire around. So I'm going to do that 3 times. I'm going to get that started with my hand. You can actually do that all with your hand because it is quite a flexible wire. I'm actually going to use another set of flat nose pliers. And every wrap that I do, it's going to be placing that under the previous wrap. So you should end up with 3 wraps altogether. I'm going to wrap it three times. So you've got 3 on both sides. And then I'm just going to snip that little ends off and be very careful with your eyes. Make sure they're protected. I always like to place my thumb over the wire. And then just using your flat nose pliers, just press that wire end in where you cut that off. Just press that down so it's not sticking out. And that is your first wire wrap done on the end. And now I can attach my beads. Nice little pearl and then a crystal bicone and then the lovely sparkly bow. That's why I like to use the bicone there, because that sits quite nicely inside that little shape there. And I've chosen a pearl to go on the other end. Nice and snug. The last pearl there. So the next thing to do is to repeat the same wrapping process that we did here. We're going to do that at the bottom, but we don't need to put the lobster clasp. But we need to decide the type of dangle that you want to add. But we'll start with the wire wrap first, and then when we get to the dangle, I'll show you what you need to do. I want my hoop facing this way, so that my clasp is like this, my hoop is sort of sideways. I don't want it facing that way because my lobster clasp will be on the side. If it's clipping onto your zipper, you'll want it to be facing that way. Okay. So to do the other side, place your flat nose pliers against your beads, and then you want to just bend it to 45 degrees. So you just want to make sure that when you fold your wire, your other end of your wire is facing this way, so that your hoops are essentially going to be facing the same direction. You want to get your round nose pliers and place that onto that fold. Fold that around the pliers like this, so you can't move them anymore. Turn your pliers around, so facing up, and just continue to wrap that around. So you've got something like this. And so before you finish your wire wrapping, you want to decide what dangle you're going to add. So if you've got something like this, it's got a closed hoop, you'd want to slide that on to here at this stage. Lift up your wire, slide that on, close your wire, and then you can wrap the remainder of the wire around. So it'll be like that, but we're not going to be putting that one on there. For this, we're going to be adding some chain. So I've got 3 lengths of chain here. I've got 2 that have got 4 links, and then 1 that's got 5. So I want the longest one in the middle, and then the 2 shorter ones on the other sides. So I'll just close that up, and now I just need to wrap that wire around. I'll do that about 3 times. 3 is the sort of ideal length. It looks quite neat and tidy, but you do really want your wraps to be the same top and bottom. Now I'm just going to trim away the excess. Make sure you've got protection for your eyes, and then flatten your wire. So that's the first one done. So now let's look at the gold. So I'm going to cut my wire to about the same length. So it's going to be about 12 centimetres. And I'm going to be cutting 2 lengths. I have 2 for the same size. I've cut my first one. I can just use that one now to cut the second one. We're going to be doing exactly the same thing, except for we're going to be using 2 pieces of wire held together. keeping those two lengths at the same length. Go to 3.5 centimetres, take our flat nose pliers and just bend it to 45 degrees. Using our round nose pliers this time, you place that on the bend and then fold it towards you like this. And now turn your pliers so they're facing up, then continue to just fold that wire back. So you've got something like this. Take your round nose pliers out. I'm going to take my lobster clasp, my gold clasp, and I'll pop that on. Making sure you pop it over both strands. If you need to lift that up, use your pliers to lift that up, and then pliers to fold it back down again, like this. Using your flat nose pliers, hold on to the hoop, and with your hand, just wrap that around. Again, we're going to do this 3 times. And you just want to make sure that you're always going underneath the last wrap that you did. You don't want to wrap your new wrap on top of the previous wrap. You want to do it underneath. So you can do that by hand. Very flexible wire. Or you can use your pliers. Actually prefer it with this wire. I think I prefer it by hand. So you should have something that looks like this. I just think it's a really nice look. I much prefer the double wrap, especially in the gold. It's lovely. It's really, really gorgeous. So let's trim that away. And then just flatten that with your flat nose pliers. Now you can start adding the beads. So now I've got something that looks like this. For this one, we can just go ahead and just close up the hoop because we're going to be attaching some ribbon. We'll take our flat nose pliers again, and we just want to make sure that our lobster clasp is facing us. The hoop is sideways, so we can see the whole circle. So like this. Bend our wire to 45 degrees. And pushing the flat nose pliers up against that fold. We want to now create another hoop on the other side. Bending that around pliers. We want to turn our pliers so they're facing up. Keep him hold of the wire and then just move the wire. Oh, everything wants to move with me now. Take those out. Now you've got something that looks like this. Now you might want to make your hoop bigger, and as I said, if you do that, you can just go further up the pliers here. It might have been better being slightly bigger, but I can still work with that size. Now I'm going to grab hold of my hoop here. Just going to start wrapping that around. I can now just trim off the excess. Watch your eyes and then fold in your wire. And I quite like it finished like that as well, with just the hoop on the end, and you can clip anything onto the end of that. You can attach other charms and have another dangling charm hanging off. You could do something like that, but we're going to do a ribbon dangle. So I'm going to use this piece of ribbon here, and I've pre-cut that. That was about 16 centimetres, and I've got slight angle on my cut, and that's just been sealed with a lighter so it doesn't fray. And I'm just going to fold that in half, and I want this end here. I fold that in half again. I'm going to be popping that through here. So just pull that through your hoop. Making it a bit bigger probably would have been a little bit easier, but still fit it very big. You want to make sure though that you've got your loop, a loop at this end, and then your tails, your ribbon tail should be really about the same length on the other side. Now you want to take your ribbon tails and then just pop it through the loop on the ribbon. Pull that over the front. And just pull that like that. And then you've got your ribbon sort of covering up the loop there that you've made. We'll trim that again, that ribbon, so it's the same length. Just cut the other side. So here you go, you've got one with the ribbon, one with your chain tassel, a nice beaded charm dangle. This one here with the charm at the end as well. You can use all different types of beads and all different types of dangles and get some really pretty results. I am totally obsessed with these beads. They are absolutely stunning and I just cannot stop making these. So I thought I would share it with you. So try giving those a go yourself and let me know how you get on in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.